with you here. I'm here to tell you about a really exciting webinar that's coming up on the 5th of December this year, 2025, at 1500 Central European Time. We have got two fantastic speakers, Professor Anthony Hollenberg and Professor Gabriela Brenta. They're both experts in their field, and they are both experts in the topics that they'll be talking about. The topics that we'll be talking about are very interesting and novel. Both are very common, but more is being recognized about this and the effects of thyroid hormones on both the hepatic, the cardiovascular, as well as the renal angle into this. So join us on the 5th of December this year. This really exciting webinar has been endorsed by several major organizations, including the British Thyroid Association, the Argentinian Society of Endocrinology and Metabolism, as well as the Portuguese Society of Endocrinology, Metabolism, and Diabetes.
What are the learning objectives of this webinar?
So, for people who will attend, and I urge everyone to set aside time to attend this, the learning objectives will be at the end of the session. We should be able to understand what are the inter-organ relationships linking thyroid disease, particularly hypothyroidism, with metabolic dysfunction-associated steatotic liver disease, a mouthful, but MASLD, a MASLD for short, kidney disease, as well as cardiovascular disease. So that's the first topic and the learning objective. The other learning objective is how do we design practical, evidence-based plan for patients with hypothyroidism, or indeed even subclinical hypothyroidism, and who have other comorbidities, particularly kidney disease or MASLD. And a third key learning objective is who would benefit, so which kind of or type of patients would benefit from levothyroxine or newer therapies, and when to consider these traditional therapies such as levothyroxine or thyroid hormones, or indeed some of the newer emerging therapies for these conditions.
What is the target audience for this webinar?
Well, everyone's very welcome to attend, but I would particularly urge people who have a special interest in thyroid disease, so that would be endocrinologists, thyroidologists, as well as other physicians who have an interest in kidney disease, renal physicians, hepatologists, liver specialists, general internal medicine specialists, internists, as well as general practitioners who deal with these patients day in and day out, would particularly benefit from attending this webinar.
Can you please tell us a little bit more about this upcoming webinar?
So the condition that we'll be talking about, which is central to all this, is thyroid dysfunction. And thyroid disorders, in particular hypothyroidism, is extremely common. And we see roughly 3–4% of the general adult population is treated for hypothyroidism, and up to 10–15% of people will have indeed subclinical thyroid disease. But the effects of hypothyroidism extend far beyond the thyroid gland itself. Thyroid hormone receptors are present in almost every organ in the body, and thyroid hormones has a direct impact on the functioning of these different tissues. Low thyroid hormone levels influence the metabolism of every organ system, and it links the thyroid in quite fascinating ways and processes that we are finding increasingly that link the thyroid to the liver and the kidney, as well as the cardiovascular system. In more recent years, this relationship has become even more important as obesity has increased, metabolic dysfunction, including MASLD, has increased. So one key question that we'll try and address in this webinar is, what is the clinical impact of obesity in the relationship between the liver and hypothyroidism? And as important is, how does treatment of hypothyroidism affect liver function? And are there newer treatment options that are on the anvil? And are they being used already? And what else is on the horizon? These are not just academic questions that we see in the lab. These are things that we address every day in our clinical settings, and they have real implications of how we identify, monitor, and manage our patients. Please join us on the 5th of December, this year, 2025, at 3 p.m. Central European Time to join our experts and learn more about these three really important organs and how hypothyroidism affects the liver and the kidney, as well as the cardiovascular system. If you can, please do join us. We will be looking forward to meeting then.